Alright guys, Justin here with Rampage Nation, and yesterday they announced a new card that's coming out in Eternity Code, and oh my gosh, it just makes Orcust like so incredible. It's not even close. Like I don't even know what they can do anymore to hit an Orcust to like actually completely neuter it unless they like ban Galatea. Because this card makes this deck so good now because of it fusing together the Mekk-Knight engine with it, which is actually insane. So why is this really important? Well, his name is Mekk-Knight Orcust Girsu. So not only he's an Orcust, he's also a Mekk-Knight monster, which means he can also make Morningstar by himself. How can he make Morningstar by himself? Well, you see, when he's summoned, he also then summons a token. So because he summons a token, you can make Morningstar, and you can search for this broken trap card to negate monster effects. Now, that might not seem relevant because you have to bring back a level 7 or higher. Well, you can bring back like Indigo, which is the best card with it, or Nightmare because it's a level 7 or higher monster. But what people don't realize is that also, since he's a Mekk-Knight, he will also get the bonus effect from World Legacy Secret if you special summon him off of Heart. And then you put it to negate a monster's effect, which is actually just crazy. Because now it makes the deck not prone to Nibiru anymore, like even less prone to Nibiru now. So I'll go over a quick rundown of the deck that I just made really fast to like try to understand like what we're gonna do with it. So Armor for best dumpers, then 3 Crow and 2 Veiler. I wanted to go with level 1 hand traps that I can make Link Rebo with in case I opened like my Mekk-Knight stuff going first. So it's a go first deck. Gizmek because it's insane. 1 Blue Sky for when you go second because you can search it off purple. 3 Indigo Eclipse because this one is the one you want to actually open with pitch. It's in one of the combos. And then 3 of the Girsu. Because he's like just the best card in the deck. It's kind of crazy. 3 Nightfall, 2 Symbol Skeleton, 3 Harp Horror, 2 Nightmare, and 1 World Wand. Wand is actually way more insane now, is because you can also pitch this card off of Morningstar because it's a World Legacy card. So there's actually a combo I'll show you if you open Wand what you should do. 3 Allure because most of your engine's dark. 3 Return because you have way more Orcust cards now. 3 Instant Fusion, so this is coming out in Eternity Go, which will be after the new Master Rule revision. So I am putting Millennium Eyes in and back with the Window Lock. I didn't put any Sky Striker cards in because I assume that they're going to hit the Striker engine. Like, it's kind of just be crazy if they just don't hit like the Striker engine with this deck, because then the Mekk-Knights become insane with it, and then you got to use like Gari because then you have your extra monsters. Like, they have to hit that stuff, right? So I just didn't want to showcase it with Striker stuff. Babble's most likely getting banned, but like that doesn't matter really much anymore because of the trap card. The trap card lets you like revive guys on your opponent's turns. You still have forms of interruption, and you have IP. Like, it still like matters obviously that Babble's getting banned because it takes away one of the huge strong suits of the deck, right? But like, I think it's just gonna still make this deck insane. They have to like hit way more than just like. I think they literally would have to ban Galatea to actually like hinder this deck anymore. So the 3 Return, 1 Roto, 1 Succession if you already have the trap. It also adds to your World Legacy count, Crescendo, and the Secret. So the targets you have for Morningstar to pitch, you have Girsu himself, which is a Mekk-Knight card, so you can pitch him. You have 1 Blue Sky, and then the 3 Indigo, and then the 3 Purple. So that's actually 10 right there. Wand is 1, that's 11, 12, 13 targets you have. So you're definitely going to at least open 1 for your Morningstar to pitch. And then you can side the key. I just thought I'll show this card because a lot of people don't know a lot what Mekk-Knight cards do. So this one is that you can add back when you banish Mekk-Knight monsters or World Legacy cards to your hand. So you can grab back 1 to your hand, and then you can just like return it away or so. But the whole point, that's not like the main issue with it. The main cool part about it is that you can negate trap cards in the column as Mekk-Knight you control. So then when you summon back Girsu, you can just negate the traps in those specific columns. So for instance, there can be only 1. You can use Key and then use Girsu to turn off there can be only 1 because of Key, and that's actually just crazy. So like Ash is like a contender obviously for the deck, but I'm just going through some stuff quick. So Window Locking because we're not doing the Striker stuff because I want to show it without it. Millennium Eyes because it's going to be the new Master Revision. 3 Dingirsu, 1 Barricade War Blocker, 1 Boral Sword, 2 Galatea. You don't need it. I'm just gonna assume it's gonna get hit like a little bit, but like you don't even like need 3 in this version because of how recursive it is. You can just easily go to long and stuff with the IP, Phoenix, Unicorn, Glint Karibo, Girsu. Link Reaver comes up at a lot now actually because of your Millennium Eyes when you need to create columns too. And because you play the level 1s, it creates columns for your Mekk-Knights if you hard open them. Because you can just make Morningstar and pitch a card. So it's actually kind of relevant because Morningstar now, because of Succession, it lets you like revive a guy. So you can even like revive Girsu, you can revive Galatea. You can, and here's my favorite part, you can revive a Winda with Succession. That's crazy. Like, you can revive Winda after you like instant fusion, you lock them down later in the turn. It's like it's just so much that this deck does that I just don't understand like why they gave us like this support. It just makes Mekk-Knights even more insane too, but like it's not directly for Mekk-Knights, it's just for Orcust. So it's actually just straight crazy. So let me get into some of the combos and just show you like what I actually like try to come up with really quickly for you guys. So for the first combo we're gonna do if we're up on like Girsu and Indigo, right? So you're gonna normal summon your Girsu. We're not gonna use any of the plays really where you make him a tuner. So I don't really think it's like that necessary. So we're gonna use Girsu's effect. If I control no other monsters, I can like special summon a token. Obviously, this comes up because then you just use him to make Morningstar. Yeah, Morningstar you can just make it with 2 monsters, including another Mekk-Knight monster. So it's kind of just insane because now you can just straight go into that. So so I'm gonna use this effect to pitch the Indigo Eclipse from my hand. I'm gonna add Secret to our hand. And now, so we're just gonna do like the classic Orcust play where we banish Harp. Like you've seen these combos before, summon Nightmare. Like I assume that like they're banning Nightmare. Like there's no way, right? Galatea, and then now we use Nightmare's effect, and we're gonna send our World Wand. We're gonna use World Wand now to revive our Harport. Like you can obviously just like play around Nibiru if you choose to by just not using the Nightmare and just shuffling back one of the pieces. You can just shuffle back the Nightmare and then keep the Nightmare in grave, so they try to Nibiru like before you use your Galatea's effect that you'll have Symbol in grave, so it just doesn't matter. But I'm just like showing you like the actual good combo for it. So I'm assuming like we saw a Babel, but like as I said, it doesn't matter. This can just be Return or Crescendo. Like it just doesn't matter because like this is like a huge strong card for the deck, yes, but I'm just like I'm trying to show the like I'll make another video after like the ban list of the ban battle. Let's see what happens. So now we make our ding, and then we use those 2 to make our IP Masquerader. So now we have Secret for their turn. We have 2 monster negates from Secret because you can revive Indigo Eclipse within Shifted, so that's 2 negates. Then, that's not all. You can use Hardport to special summon out Orcust Girsu from the deck. That's another monster negate, so it's 3 monster negates. Then, you still have your recursive engine of Nightmare sending, like, I don't know, Nightmare, like, sending, like, Gizmek or whatever. Because you have to remember, like, Girsu's going to directly send Wand for you if you need it to when you summon it. It's just crazy. And then, after that, you'll have, like, basically 3 monster negates. You'll have IP tagging, and then you'll have the Ding Girsu interrupt. So, not only is it now just, like, before where it was just like IP ding, you have like 5 forms of interruption, which is like almost unbreakable. And if they Nibiru you still have the trap card to like revive into your Indigo and shift it for 2 negates. And this is relevant because like if they have a monster zone right here, you just negate along this the other monster zone column, and it just turns off a lot of stuff. So that's it for the first combo. So let's get into the second combo. So this one I'm using Instant Fusion, and I'm about to show you how Window Locking's back. So this one you don't go into your Morningstar for this combo. This is just a simple Window Lock combo I'm just about to show you. Like you guys should like already kind of like figure out where it's gonna go. So now we're gonna use those 2. We're gonna make our Galatea. Then we're going to Symbol. Shuffle that back. Set Crescendo, and then this is gonna make Link Haribo. These 2 to make Girsu. So remember this this is under the new Master Rule revision. So you technically can play around Nibiru because you have Symbol in grave, you can just keep it there. But what you're gonna do actually is make Dingirsu first. I want to make the Dingirsu up here because I want to not only leave 1 available monster zone for them. So we're gonna make our Dingirsu up there, and then we're gonna instant to this left side here to the window, and then we're gonna bring back our Galatea after. So now, like, you know, they that way, like, they can't Nibiru you the minute you summon Windows, so they have to like chain Nibiru and then like stuff. You would still have Galatea, and then like you'd still have like plays, but like you have to understand too, like if you open like a World Legacy card, like you're just gonna go straight into Morningstar and just add like the based on cards of it. So like you're gonna wonder like, okay, well, what if I don't open like purple or like Indigo Eclipse? What do I do? So that's what the next combo is about to show you. So we're gonna assume we open Wand, right? Wand is a World Legacy card, and or like we can even do we open like 2 Girsus. You just won't get like the extra monster, but like even if you open 2 Girsus, like this is still very viable, and like I'll show you how. So Girsu is gonna dump Harp, right? And then you're gonna make Morningstar, and then dump your Wand, right? And then you're gonna search out your secret. Then you're gonna use Harp to summon Nightmare, and then you're gonna like make your Galatea, and then you're going to use Nightmare. Like Nibiru doesn't matter because you're gonna send Symbol here. But let's say if like we didn't have Wand and like this was like another like guy, you would send Wand here instead of Symbol, and like you can just play around Nibiru like I said by shuffling first. It doesn't matter. So Wand's then gonna revive our Nightmare. Shuffle it, we're gonna get our Babel. You know, like same old. You can like obviously get your like return or crescendo if Babel gets banned. It's just depending, right? Like I'm assuming Babel's gonna get banned at this point. So now you're gonna attach, and then you're gonna use these two to make our IP Masquerena. And then we're gonna set our secret. Okay, so like I'm showing you that you don't even need to open a Mekk-Knight card. Like if you like, even if you open 2 Girsus, basically you just won't have this extra symbol piece in your grave, right? What would just be happen is just like one would be in your grave, but you can still access symbol with Nightmare. Now the reason why you're gonna access symbol with Nightmare specifically is because our Harp is gonna actually summon out our Girsu. So I'll show you. So during their turn, we're gonna use our secret to revive our Nightmare, and then we're gonna use Harp to special summon Girsu from the deck. So Girsu then shuts off a negate because it's a Mekk-Knight card. So then if they have something in the same column as Girsu, Girsu can then dump, and then you can simply like, say for instance they turned off your IP Masquerena, you can also just send like Nightmare here and like still have access, or you can send symbols to still make your Ding interrupt. But you still have like a monster interrupt because of the Girsu being there, or Gizmek just so you don't die. So it's just actually kind of crazy. But like, what happens if like you don't have a crescendo in this, like if you don't have Babel in this instance? Well, we would have IP, and we would have nothing. Like you can like just basically assemble back Girsu initially to the zone, so then when you try to revive another guy for IP, they're still under this one negate, because if they have to make anything in this column, they'll still get negated, which is just crazy. So like this is just like very something like quickly I came up with, and if you guys would be interested, like there's so much more to explore about this card, but like we don't know if we should continue like exploring too much because of the ban list. But I just wanted to give you guys like a brief like showcase and show you why this card is so insane for Orcust, and I really hope they like do something to hinder the archetype like very specifically. So if you guys like this video, stay tuned, make sure to share, subscribe, check out my new series. It's called Spiral Book. I'm basically doing a bunch of spiral combos, and I'll be posting them like every few days or so, and adding to this. You guys can reference spiral combos if you want to. I don't know how much you guys play spirals here, but just something to look at if you guys are interested. Alright, well this is just another from Mekk-Knight Nation, and be sure to like and subscribe, and see you guys.